So we have stack to discuss today. Stack is a linear data structure. As you can see here, it's a linear data structure where you can insert element following a proper principle. And the principle is actually LIFO and FIFO. If you say what is LIFO, LIFO is nothing but last in first out design, and FILO is first in last out design. Both are the same thing, just the terms are reversed, but the meaning is still same. Stack can be implemented using arrays as well as linked list. We will be following arrays way, and later when we cover linked list, we'll discuss stack implementation using linked list also. You can see the figure here, a stack of plates where one plate is kept over the other. You cannot pull the plate which is at the bottom or in the middle, because you know that अगर आप बीच में से निकालोगे तो ऊपर का सारा drop हो जाएगा. Same way, if you pull the bottom one, everything else at the top of it will be dropped. So the way is last in, whatever is kept at last. So this will be the element which is actually kept at last. Will be coming out first. So सबसे पहले सबसे ऊपर वाला ही बाहर आएगा. That is what it means to say LIFO. LIFO and FILO. The term is reversed. Last in, first out. Then first in, last out. So first was this one. This was the first one, and this is the one which will come at the last. Or you can say from this figure also. इस figure से भी समझ सकते हो. From three minions, एक सबसे नीचे है, एक उसके ऊपर, and the third one in at the top of the second one. So ये directly बाहर नहीं निकल सकता. This will be coming out only if this comes out and this comes out, and this says I am at the top. So top जो एक टर्म यूज किया जा रहा है, ये सबसे ऊपर वाला ही बताता होगा, या सबसे लास्ट में जो इंसर्ट हुआ होगा, that will always say I am at the top. It's obvious also. So remember the word top. We'll be having discussion over it. So this means what? If I say LIFO or FILO, this means one end of the design or structure is actually closed. Structure can also be seen like this. This is a visual conceptual diagram where you see this is a stack. This is simply a stack. Now, where this one end, the bottom end is actually closed, the top end is actually open. So whatever you want to insert in will be coming from the top side. So from top side you are inserting one, the one value will be coming at the bottom of it. सबसे नीचे वो आएगा. इसके बाद अगर एक और element insert करें, like you have inserted 2, it will be coming over 1, and 3 will be over 2. Same way, if you want to take something out, you have to use this direction only. So you are moving 3 out of it now with from this end, or this open end only. Remember, this is just a conceptual design. If you say how it will look on RAM logically, so RAM is a flat structure. Now memory इधर भी है और इधर भी है. You got an array from this place, or a stack from this place to this place, but this end is not closed. Logically, you consider nothing can go out of this. Out of this, and nothing can come directly into this. Everything will come from this side. The other लॉजिकल विजुअलाइजेशन दैट यू शुड हैव इज, एक को हम जब इंसर्ट कर रहे हैं ऊपर से, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि ये जैसे यहाँ पे अगर बॉक्सेस होते तो ये पहले थर्ड बॉक्स में आया, फिर सेकंड में आया, फिर फर्स्ट में, ऐसा नहीं होता. इट इज डायरेक्टली कमिंग टू दिस प्लेस. ये सिर्फ विजुअलाइज करने के लिए कि यू आर इंसर्टिंग समथिंग फ्रॉम द टॉप. सो एडिंग एन एलिमेंट और रिमूविंग एन एलिमेंट फ्रॉम स्टैक can be done from one end only. You have to remember there is only one end. Whether you are implementing stack using array or a linked list, the one end must be closed, and then you will just have only one end to use. Then only you can say this is actually a stack. The basic design will look to you as an array. I implement using array, but conceptually, logically, it will appear as if it is a stack. So stack का जो basic definition है, which it includes LIFO. LIFO principle. If your conceptual implementation is following LIFO principle, then it is actually a stack. So that also means the last element added should be The last element added should be remembered. So whatever you have inserted last, either the element remembering element is also a little confusing because you may have some repeated elements. So you can say last index position, last index, or the serial number wise last value. At the position where you actually inserted must be remembered so that you can insert the new one over it. तो आपको उसके बाद वाला के बाद की वैल्यू अगर इंसर्ट करनी हो तो आपको याद रखनी चाहिए कि आखिरी में कौन से पोजीशन पे वैल्यू इंसर्ट करी है. And there you have a top. So you need a simple programming wise a variable which should store the index of last inserted element or the position of the last inserted element, depending on the implementation how you implement it. So this is a term standard. This is a term which is standardly written. ये सिर्फ एक standard के हिसाब से लिखा गया हुआ है. It doesn't mean that top cannot be written as TOP. It can be written. Even it can be written as T1, T2, anything you want. So the things are possible. Programming wise top एक simple variable है, so variable का नाम कुछ भी हो सकता है. But just to have some meaning with this, a simple standard word have been used. You can write it anything else also. To store the last added elements position. So this top stores the last elements position where you actually inserted. If you say array, then it will be the last index where insertion was done. यहाँ पे भी element को insert किया गया. There are some basic operations which I have listed here. Push, pop, is empty, is full, and peek. So remember, there is only one way to insert or remove. That means what? There is only one way that you can read an element. सिर्फ एक एक एलिमेंट करके ही रीड कर सकते हो. You always know that if you have just this way, तो सबसे पहले एक एलिमेंट रीड होगा, फिर दूसरा होगा रीड, फिर तीसरा होगा रीड. And this way only you can go inside that. Until one element is gone, you cannot go below that. So you have to remove the first element to use the next one. That means what? अगर ये प्लेट का एग्जांपल ही यहाँ पे देखें या इसका एग्जांपल देखें, this can only come out if this has been taken out, and this can only come out if this is this is not at the top of the second middle. So like that, यहाँ पे इतने सारे प्लेट्स हैं. अगर प्लेट को नंबर दें 1 2 3 4 5 6, तो फिफ्थ तब तक नहीं बाहर आ सकता जब तक 6 नहीं आ जाए. सेम वे थर्ड को बाहर आने के लिए फोर्थ अप टू फोर्थ तक वहां से हट चुका होना चाहिए. Like that, you have many operations. So the word here is standardly used. Push. A push is nothing but adding an element. So you can say add an element or you can say insert an element. But if you are saying that I am going to push an element, anyone who is related to programming can understand you are going to insert an element into stack. So same way, pop is another term which will be actually removing an element from the top of the stack. Remember where it is top of the stack. Top of the stack is nothing but the element which has been placed at last, and that will be referred by top. So top index पे जो value होगी वही actually last insert हुआ होगा, and that will be coming out. Then you have empty check. What if the stack is totally empty? If you have a stack where there is nothing, so if you say pop, what will be coming out? Nothing. Or you say you have to show an error message. We'll discuss later. There is full. If you have stack with fixed size, if you implement array stack using arrays, then you know that array size is fixed. You cannot increase or decrease the size of the array, or shrink or expand. So if you have an array say 5, so what will be the size of the stack? 5. If you want to insert sixth element, you cannot insert it. So you have to check whether the stack is actually full. If it is full, you must show an error and do not execute push. Then you have peek, because you just have access to only one element which is at the top. So you can get that element for use or just for reference what is at the top, and without removing it. You can simply refer it, but you will not remove it, because removing means popping it, and pop will always remove the element and go one level down. So we'll see how these functions actually executes. That is definition of push or understanding of push. Push operation refers to inserting an element in the stack. Now, since there is only one position at which the new element can be inserted, and that is what? Top of the stack. Pop refers to removal of an element, right? Removing an element will make one place empty, and your pointer, which actually notifies that this is the last inserted position, will be going one level down, so that it can say that there is an empty space. Then you have peek. Peek operation allows the user to see the element on the top. It's simple. Is empty will check if the stack is empty or not. The purpose of that is what? To prevent performing operation on an empty stack. So what will actually be disturbed if you perform an operation on empty stack? If you do push in an empty stack, that is fine. But if you do pop from an empty stack, not fine. It must notify an error because there is nothing to be popped, so it shows some error. We'll see. Then if full is full, if it is full, then you cannot. So in this case, if you do push, it is going to fail because you cannot insert one more element because there is no space. But pop will be fine. अब यहाँ पे दो सिचुएशन है. What if I do pop? It should show, because there is no element, it will show stack underflow. उसमें element नहीं है. That is the error when you do pop operation on an empty stack. And the same way, if you push here something, it is going to say stack overflow. So this is underflow case, this is overflow case. Here you can say underflow, and here it will be overflow. When you are going to push, if you push and if you pop, or here push will be fine, pop will fail. Here pop will be fine, push will fail. We'll see this. The other thing, all operation in the stack must be of O1 time complexity. Why is that? Because you know that there is only one place that you can access directly. Now you cannot jump to any other element, or you do not have the way to process all element one by one without popping it. And pop only takes one step. So all the operations is going to take O1 time complexity. A single step will be completing the basic operation. Remember, we are discussing implementation of stack using arrays. We are going to discuss how to develop a stack, but the basic construct will be array. You are taking an array, but you must not operate that array simply as an array. Array के basic operations को use करके हम उसको implement नहीं करेंगे. Array, you are just taking it as a container. See, array has a fixed size, so stack will also have a fixed size. Whatever is the size of the array will be the size of the stack. The number of element in the array is going to be number of element in the stack. So हम उसको कभी भी दोबारा array term से refer नहीं करेंगे. We'll always say stack. Stack has 5 element or 10 element or whatever it is जो भी आपने declare किया होगा. But internally it is actually an array. Array will be simply used here as a container. So you are simply writing int a of 5, but you will not say that a is an array and you start referring a directly, a of 4, a of 2. No, not allowed. These things are not allowed. You can only say a of top, because top is the index through which you are going to refer. So here array is simply a container. So we must not, remember, we must not handle array using its basic operations. You cannot simply say insert into an array is going to behave as push into stack. No, it is not going to be like that. And if you started using this container as simply as an array, it will be behaving as an array but not as a stack. So stack has its own kind of instructions or policy. You must follow it to say it's stack. You can say, in example, if you have a box, there you are going to have some plates into it. Plate एक के ऊपर एक रखा जाएगा. और इफ यू से बुक्स भी एक के ऊपर एक प्रॉपर ऑर्डर में रखेंगे, बट इफ यू राइट्स है ना, इफ यू कीप सम scrap here, some garbage here, then it is not going to follow anything. You simply can push everything into it, and it will not have a proper structure. But if you are pushing or you are inserting something in a proper order, one over the other, then you can say this box is stack of books, you can say. So there is only one index which is always used for all basic operations of stack, and that index will be referred by top. That index will be referred by top. So it is simply a variable which stores an index of a value, right? It stores index, simply an index. What is the initial value of top? Here I have written it is -1. We'll see, you will get to know why it is like this. The stack array doesn't have any negative index. You cannot refer to a negative index. What if you have a negative index? You can say that the array contains no element. So that is why it is standardly made that if top contains -1, then that means there is no element in that particular stack. You can write your own logic with top as 0. That is fine. But as direct logic could be, if top is -1, there is no element. Remember this. Remember this. What is the value of top? In case of stack, you will say -1. So this makes all operation of stack to work in O1. तो हम क्योंकि हमारे पास एक सिंगल वेरिएबल है, इसी के थ्रू हम सब कुछ करते हैं. और यू नो दैट अरे में डायरेक्ट जंप पॉसिबल है, एंड डायरेक्ट जंप टू जस्ट वन लोकेशन with this index, this top. So you have to remember, you have a point to remember this. Then coming to the logic part and algo part. So creating a stack is nothing but declaring an array of specific size. हमने यहाँ पे stack size लिया है, which I am declaring it as constant value here. You can also use as define stack size is equal to not equal to, stack is equal to stack 10. That is fine. This also is going to do the same job. इसी के तरह से job करेगा. There is no problem. This is possible in C, but if you use C++, you can have a stack size depending on users also. If user want 20 size, then that is possible. Stack size can be taken as an input and then initialized to or kept at this place so that a stack with a specific size can be created. Then I'm going to have a top variable which is going to be -1 at the beginning. These three steps now will create a stack. Now I'm going to check the beginning. I'm going to check what if or whether the stack is full or not. So I have a function which is going to return an integer variable, and within that what is the check? You know that there is only one variable जो आपके हर purpose के लिए usable है. If I check top as equal to size -1, so what is stack size? Stack size is total number of value that you can have, and you know that array doesn't have the index same as the size. It is going to be -1. So इसलिए हमने लिखा stack size -1. If it is equal to top, that means what? Stack is full. And how you can demonstrate? Let me show you from this example. Here, if you say for this position, for this place, what is the value of top here? I'm writing at the bottom. Top is equal to -1 for this one. If you inserted at this value, one value, then top for this this block will be top equal to 0. For this, it is going to be top equal to -1 because if you have just two elements, this index is 0 and this index is 1, so top is actually pointing to 1. Let's see how I'll discuss from here again. So this is one way of checking whether a stack is full. So if this is equal to stack size, then return 1. and that one means what? Full. If it is not equal to that, this means what? There is some space left, maybe 1 or 2 or 3. That is not the purpose of this function. It is only going to say it is full or not full. So I'll return 0, and that will mean not full. There is another way. Same function can be shortened out. उसको छोटा कर सकते हैं single statement से. Return top minus stack size minus 1. You know that this top, if I say about the upper example and stack size was 3, then top will be pointing to 2, and stack size is 3 minus 1 and minus 1. Then it is going to be this total thing is going to be 0. So if it returns 0, then that means stack is full. If it is returning non-zero value, negative or positive, suppose if you had a single element, then two elements, then stack size will be 1, and this is going to be negative. So whatever it is, but if it is 0, it is full. If it is not 0, then it is not full. That's all. तो ये दोनों फंक्शन का पर्पस एक ही है. These two are doing the same thing. यहाँ पे बस कोड छोटा हो गया, यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा बड़ा है. Whatever is easy to understand, you can use. From the beginning, you should start with a longer code. So ये ज़्यादा clear है, ये थोड़ा confusing है, but still दोनों लगभग एक जैसा ही. Now if stack is empty, so if check whether stack is empty or not, you have top, and if it is -1, the best case, the initial case was this. If top is -1, then that means what? Stack doesn't have anything. So return 1, that shows empty. If it is returning 0, that means not empty. The same code can be also written as like this. Simply write return top +1. How will I check whether it is empty or not? Top at the beginning, in the beginning has -1, then you are adding with it. This is going to give you 0. If it is 0, it is empty. If it is non-zero means what? If you have single element, then it will be 0. Top value will be 0, and you are going to add 1, then it is going to be 1. So it is non-zero, and that non-zero says it is not empty. So this two function is important. This two is full. This is full, and then is empty. The purpose of is full is to check whether the stack is full, and the other one is empty is to check whether the stack is empty. Remember, if you are doing push operation, then what will you do? You will check for this, whether it is full or not. If you are doing pop operation, then you will check is empty or not. Right? So these are the two. Then comes push operation. I'll show you the code. I'll discuss the steps here. Push operation generally takes 4 steps, 4 simple steps. First, before pushing something into the stack, you must check whether it has some data, whether it has some space or not. So you check if the stack is full or not. If it is full, if the stack is full, display an error. Remember what we discussed here? Stack overflow. If your stack is full and you are trying to push a new element, it will show an error, stack overflow. If it is not full, that means there is some space left and you need actually only 1. Then what you will do? You will increment the top value first. Why? Because if you have inserted 1, you have inserted 2. Top was initially pointing to -1. When you inserted a value here, then top became 0. When you inserted a value, top became 1. If you want to insert a new element, then what will you do? Top को पहले ऊपर लेके जाना होगा ना, तभी तो हम यहाँ पे 3 insert कर पाएंगे. That is why it says increment top by 1. Remember, it is going to be incremented just by 1 because you are going to insert at the next space, immediate next space only. Then insert the element, and inserting into an array is simply what? A of top. That is what it means. These are the simple 4 steps that is going to complete a push operation. Pop operation is also going to take 4 steps. If check whether the stack is empty. If it is empty, show an error, stack underflow, and stop pop operation. You cannot remove anything from that. If it is not empty, then you must have maybe 1 or more element, and you can remove. So access the data, or you can say simply remove the data, or access the data for any purpose if you want to use it. Take it out, and once you take it out, go to step 4, and step 4 says decrement top by 1. If I see for this example only, अगर 3 insert कर दिया तो top यहाँ पे होगा, top equal to 2. If you want to take out 3 को बाहर निकाल लेंगे तो स्टैक को कहाँ होना चाहिए, उसके नीचे. So you will decrement top by 1, top 2 minus 1 कर दें तो top 1 पे आ जाएगा. So pop will say decrement by 1 and push will say increment by 1. But remember the order of increment and decrement. Increment will be done before element is inserted, and decrement will be done after the element is accessed. That you must remember it, right? So these are the 4 basic operations. Peek, there is one more, peek. Peek function simply gives you, it returns top, or say if I have an array stack, say stack नाम stack ही है, stack of top, it is going to give you the top element, that's all. क्योंकि हम उसको सिर्फ यूज कर रहे हैं, उसको रिमूव नहीं कर रहे हैं. If you want to remove it, then you must use pop instruction. So these are the conceptual things. I'll come to a visualization. I'll show you a demonstration, simple demonstration, how it is actually added and what is the value if you insert one element or remove one element. Then we'll go to programming part. Let me share one more screen. So you can see here, I have a simple visualization of stack. Here you can see you have 10 element stack. The bottom one is at this place, beginning from 0 up to 9, because it's an array, so it contains only 9 index. Initially, top value is -1. If I push one element, if I say push 10, it is going to make it 0 first, top became 10. See the steps writing here, right? So 10 is inserted. If I insert one more element, say 20, the top is going to be changed 1 first. Then it is going to be placing this 20 over 10. You can see, insert incrementing top stack, it made it 1. Then it is going to push the value 20 at the top of 10 over 1. I will insert one more element. I'll say push, then increment top stack 2, then store the value at the top. 30 is actually stored. Push operation is complete. If I remove one value, so removing is not going to take any argument. You do not have to say remove a particular element. Obviously, it is going to be the top element always. So it is not going to accept any argument. You will simply say pop. If I pop, remove element from this and then decrement top stack pointer. So top is decremented by 1. I hope you understood how it is actually incrementing. A push operation is going to increment top, but before storing, and pop operation is going to decrement top after accessing the value. That is what it means. So I'll insert some more element here, say 30. And see the value changing from first change is done in top, then insertion is done. See again, top is incrementing first, is being incremented first, then value is stored. I'll store one more value, 60. The top is changed to 4. Insert one more element. Increment top first, then store the value at that incremented top position. Now decrement one element. So it is going to remove the data first, then decrement value, top value by 1. One more pop operation. Right? Everyone must have understood. This is the basic operation of a stack, push and pop. Right? I'll show you a program then. I hope everybody can see the screen now. This is a program for stack. Whatever I discussed, most of the variables and ordering is almost similar. You may find a little more changes, but the code is working fine. So from the beginning, if you start writing a program, you need to include headers. So I have added stdio.h and conio.h specifically for some purpose. stdio majorly for input and output, and conio is for also for input output, but a single method has been used from conio. Then I have defined the size like this. Has defined stack size to 5. You can define it to any number you want, but I have defined it to 5 just to demonstrate, so that we can insert 5 element and demonstrate all the steps. Then this is the declaration step. Create a stack of specified size. Stack size. Stack size हमने यहाँ जो लिखा है, इस stack size का एक array बना लिया, और उसको पहले से ही जो size हमने सोचा हुआ था, वो size हमने है ना प्लेस कर दिया यहाँ पे directly. That this is going to be the size of the stack. Then declare top and initialize it with -1. Now because this is going to help in accessing the stack. Then I have written a function is empty. It is going to return integer because I am going to return 0 if it is empty and non-zero value if it is not empty. Now, so I have discussed another part of the code, smaller code. So I have written smaller one. You can make change and you can use a little longer one. The same way, is full is another function which is going to check whether the stack is full or not full. If it is, if this expression is evaluating to 0, then you will understand it is full. Otherwise, it is not full. Then you have push operation where you are first checking whether the stack is full or not. So in case of this call, if it is full, your full method is going to return 0, and you will say stack overflow, and then nothing is done. You are not going to push an element. See, push operation inputs and takes one element, so I have accepted one value. I called it item. Then if it is not full, then you can insert, and insertion is done before and not before incrementing. But so here I have incremented first, top became top +1, and then you are inserting a value item at the top of the stack. Another function pop is going to check whether it is empty or not. If it is empty, your is empty check method is going to return 0 if it is empty. If it is equal to 0, then you are going to say stack is empty, and the situation is actually underflow. I can also write here stack is full. The stack is full, so you cannot push one more element, and that is nothing but stack overflow situation. If stack is not empty, then there may be more than one element or one element. So you will print whatever is the popped value. %d is to print stack of top. So it is going to take out, logically take out that particular element, and then you will decrement top by 1 just to inform or remember that the last element is actually gone. You are at the bottom of that, the immediately next item from the top element. Then you have peak is also going to check whether it is empty. If it is empty, there is no peak element. There is no element at all, so there is no peak element. So it is also going to say stack is empty, and that is underflow case, right? And then peak item we will be displaying, but you are not going to remove that element. So I have not made top -1. The top -1 will be done only once, and in pop cases. Every time you are doing pop, you are going to decrement it by 1. Every time you are going to push, you are going to do top +1. Remember the order: used here, then decremented, incremented here, then you are going to store. So now the call. There is one display method I have simply written, but this is not the basic nature of stack. You know that there is no traversal in stack. You cannot traverse from 1 to n. You are traversing into stack. That means what? You are popping every element and using it. And if you want to place it back, then you push all of that. But that is not traversal. You will say if you have 5 elements in the stack, you are going to do 5 times pop and then 5 times push. You are going to have the normal stack. But there is consequences again. The order of element may change, and the storage you will need is equal to the number of elements that you had in the stack. So traversal इसका बेसिक ऑपरेशन नहीं है. ये हमने सिर्फ समझने के लिए बनाया है कि अब इंसर्ट करने के बाद एलिमेंट क्या हुआ, ऑर्डर हमारा सही है या जो प्रोग्राम लिखा है दैट इज सही है या नहीं. Here from this On line number 62, you have main program. I have taken two variable, int item, simply integer. The array type or stack type is int. You can have character also, float also, or structures also, if possible. Then there is a choice variable which is going to help us in performing any particular operation you want. Then ये जो code लिखा है, it is going to run infinitely until you intentionally want to stop execution. Otherwise, it will keep on executing till whatever time you want. So there I have taken one variable more. It initially has y, so this code will start running. It will print whether the stack is empty. If you want to check whether the stack is empty, you have to press 1, 2 for is full, 3 for pushing a new item, and then 4 is for popping the top element, 5 is for peak, 6 is for display. And other than this, now if you press anything else, it is going to re-ask you. Now because यहाँ पे सिर्फ 6 choices दिए गए हैं, 7th choice is default out. So out switch is going to stop and you are going to be asked again what you want to do. So enter your choice. If you enter a choice to push an element 3, it is going to jump to this place and going to perform this code. It's a normal code, normal C code. So I'm going to execute it and we'll see the output. So I'm going to change the screen because the output is coming new screen. I share the entire window so that we can see. We had this code and there is the output. See, demonstrating stack operations. First, if I press 1, so it will show, enter your choice 1. It shows the stack is empty. Do you want to continue demonstration? I'll press yes. Why? Then I'll show whether it is full or not. 2, stack is not full. Now it is you will not say it is empty because empty check is the previous one. So I'll continue. I'll try to push. So then push will be completed. So I'll do pop. The value I'll say 6. I'll say 5. 5 is also going to give you underflow case because there is no element, so it cannot display anything. If I say 6, right? If I pressed 6 element, oh, I mistakenly pressed some other key also. I'll read on the code. Wait. So if I press 6, 6 is saying stack is empty, so it cannot display. So I'll do now push one element. So I'll say yes, I want to demonstrate, press Y. Then I'll say 3, push an element. It is going to ask you, enter the element. I say 10. 10 is inserted. What do you want to do now? You want to continue demonstration? Yes, and then say display 6. You have an element 10. You continue demonstration, insert one more element. Let's see. And 20. Display this element. You can see 10 and 20 is the another element. 10 and 20. 10 was the bottom one and 20 is at the top of that. If you want to check whether it is correct or not, you have to do 5 peak. So peak must display 20. The peak is displaying 20. So your top element is actually 20. If you do pop here, it will print 20 out. Pop value is 20. Now if you say display, it is going to show you only 10. Only 10 because the other element is removed. Like that, if you want to keep on inserting, I'll insert one more element, say 3, 100, 3 again, 200, 3 again, 500, then 3 again, then 600, 3 again, and then 700. Let's see if a stack had 5 size. If stack is full, it will show error. See, stack is full, stack overflow. You cannot insert any more element. I'll see whether stack is full or not. So number of element will display. Number of element is 10, 100, 200, 500, 600. That was the element we inserted, and there was the size of the stack was specified as 5, so it is now showing full. Just for demonstration, I'll say pop. Pop should take out 600. 600 is out, and see, display will give you all the values except 600 because 600. This is the demonstration of stack, and this is the complete code of this program. You can use it